I don't know what they think they're going to, how they can overcome what the UFC does. But do
So,
better than Hogan's beer? Is have a camp, and I'd have a couple of young guys that I trained, which I've got this JDX and Rampage Santana that really, I mean, I bust their asses.
hell
And then
yeah.
I've been trying to get him into the WWE, and the other day Rampage sent me one of his matches,
Yeah.
and I called him up and I said, "What was that?" Well, what did you? I said, "There was nothing in there that I saw that I trained you on. Where in the shit did you get that? Who's telling you? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
He wanted to send the match to the WWE. I said, "You send that up there, you'll never have a shot."
Never get used.
Well, what was wrong with it? I said, "Oh my God, how hard did I work with you?" And well, this guy was telling me. I said, "What does that guy know?
You're right.
Do you think he knows more than I did?
Yeah.
I taught you this. You take control of the match."
Right.
And that's the whole secret to it, being able to take control of the match.
Mhm.
And once you're in control, or if you're with a real veteran that's, both you're in control, you can have a hell of a match,
Right. Yeah, 100%.
you know? But that's the most important thing. I mean, God almighty, it frustrates me when I see that.
Yeah, yeah. No, it
Did I
is
cross you,
frustrating.
man? I saw you looking over. Or
Oh,
you looking
no,
at
I'm
my
looking at
feet.
comments. Looking at comments. They said almost forgot to post this one. No, I wasn't insulted at all, Triple E. This is pretty funny though. Is Statler okay since Waldorf isn't here today? Statler and Waldorf.
Uh-oh.
Meaning you're Statler.
I'm
No,
Statler.
no, you're Waldorf and
I'm
Magnum Statler.
Waldorf. Who the
Yeah.
hell's Waldorf?
Well, you know the Muppets, the two old
Oh,
guys in the Muppets.
The Muppets. I'm 76 years old. I don't watch the Muppets.
Oh man, I love the Muppets as a kid.
Are they
Oh
making fun of us? Are they saying we're having a
yeah,
bad show
Triple E
today?
was ripping on you. He's
Uh-oh.
just teasing though. He's just teasing. Um, Greg, I did want to ask you. I don't know if you saw this. Did you see the new Hulk Hogan Eric Bischoff venture going on?
No.
You didn't see this?
No.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's Real American Freestyle Wrestling. And
What is
apparently
it?
Real American Freestyle Wrestling it's called. And they teamed up with what's the guy's name? Izzy Martinez. And apparently what it's going to be like is like freestyle wrestling, like amateur wrestling, but presented more of a spectacle like UFC or WWE. But both Hogan and Bischoff have their names tied to it. I
Really?
don't know the exact dates of it all, but it just got announced like this week. But I was trying to think, do you think
Will it do better than Hogan's beer?
Oh, that's a good question. I tried the Real American beer. I did try it.
How is it?
It's a light beer. There's
Yeah.
when I had it, it was kind of refreshing, but I didn't drink a lot that day. So,
Mhm.
but it also did not have a lot of flavor. Let me say that much too. That's my honest assessment of it all.
Uh,
So I was refreshed, but it didn't have a lot of flavor.
I
But
wonder
at
how
the
it's done.
Yeah, yeah, I'm curious too. But it's something do you think presented under the right fashion, something like that, where it's like you really bring out the personalities and people of an amateur wrestling? Is that something that could catch on a little bit, or is that going to be
Uh,
very much more like a niche thing than anything else?
I mean, it's calling it wrestling, but it's wanting to be like the UFC, right?
Yes, yes, it's
And
freestyle
the
wrestling.
UFC's got it the lock on that. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know what they think they're going to, how they can overcome what the UFC does.
right. The marketing aspect, because it's like
Yeah.
with
Uh,
UFC, you have all types of combat in there.
yeah. And why would you want to go to Bischoff and Hulk and who they have training these people.
Well, yeah, speaking of UFC, Ben
I mean, are
Askren.
they taking like the amateur wrestlers coming out of college?
Yeah, yeah. So it's like an avenue for amateur wrestlers to kind of almost get a somewhat professional gig, I say, and I would say, and get like more money off of it using their amateur wrestling background.
Uh, I don't know because if they can't if it goes to the amateur rules where you can't hit and you can't,
Yeah, it would go to
you
the
know,
freestyle wrestling rules, kind of thing, where you're
yeah,
not punching or
freestyle.
kicking. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if that was so hot, people would be selling out the arenas for them.
yeah.
I mean, when they have these big events, some of the Big Ten schools that have good wrestling programs, Minnesota, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State,
Penn State.
you know, those guys. But do they draw good crowds to watch amateur wrestling?
Hmm. Yeah.
And even though they're going to call it professional, what are they going to change in the rules that makes it different from what the high school and college kids do?
Right.
I mean, that would be my question. What's going to be different and what's going to be different than what the UFC is doing?
Yes. Hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe they know more than I do.
I think it's a matter of presentation, but it's also like, yeah, like, because people will be like, oh, there's, people love football, people love pro
Yeah,
football and everything like that. But you look at the UFL and like people barely tune into that. And that's pro
yeah,
football.
right.
So how are you going to make it marketable? I'm intrigued by it. Because I mean, I watched some of the amateur wrestling during the Olympics and stuff like that. And I
Mhm.
think that's always fun, but that's only like once every 4 years. How's it
Yeah,
going to be presented in a entertaining fashion enough for me to and other people to want to
yeah.
tune in week in and week out?
It's going to be. I think that's a tough sell, but
Hmm.
I'd say maybe they know more than we do.
Maybe, maybe.